Good morning, students. Welcome you all for the Sankalp Learning Solution of 2024 CET Crash Course. Today's topic is a 3D, that is a three-dimensional geometry, or you can say 3D geometry of class 11, that is PUC first year. Okay. So today, 1 minute, students. Okay, am I audible? Okay, today's first point is let me start with some basic introduction about this. So first point is about we know that a position of a point in a plane can be determined by the coordinate x and y axis. So I hope you know this. For example, if you consider this as a Cartesian plane, okay, so any position of the any particular point, you can consider this point, okay, the position of this point we can consider it as with respect to x and y axis, okay. So with respect to x and y axis, we can determine the position of that particular object. Now, of the point with reference to two mutually perpendicular lines, that is called as x and y axis. In order to locate the point in a space, two coordinates axes are insufficient. Why? Because when it is with respect to space, with respect to Cartesian, it is always with respect to two dimensional. That is, one dimension is y axis and another dimension is x axis. But when it is considered as a space, the another that is axis will come. That is, we can say it as z axis, having the coordinate that is x and y and z. So three dimension in the sense what? Three dimensions it is based on the three axes. For example, just simply I will give you the some important points regarding this. It is, if you treat it as a square, imagine that this is a square, okay. So square is, if you draw along the axis of the sides of the square, so here we can consider as a y-axis and it is x-axis. So square is considered as a two-dimensional. So same square, if I draw it with respect to three dimension, it will become what? Cube. So here I can draw it a cube where you can see the three different axes over here. First one is a y-axis, it is y-axis, and second one is x-axis. Third one is that is z-axis. So third dimension. So hence three-dimensional object, you can treat it as a space also. Hence three-dimensional geometry deals with the system that is three coordinate axes, that is respectively x and y and z. Okay, next one. So direction of cosine and the ratios of the direction of ratios of direction cosines. Direction of the cosines in the sense, with respect to vectors, what type of action will be going on to the with respect to three different sides. If alpha, beta, and gamma are the three angles which are directed in the line segment OP, makes with a positive direction of x-axis and coordinate OX and OY and OZ respectively. OP means what it is? OP is one of the direction of the line with the positive direction of the OX, OY, and OZ axis. So cosec x, cos and cos p and cos y are known as direction cosines of the OP. Direction cosine in the sense, if you draw a Cartesian plane, these will indicate the angle indicates theta angle indicates the direction of the O to X and O to Y and O to Z. Okay, so these all are we considered as what? Positive direction of the OX, OY, OZ axis. That is, OP is a angle that is line makes the direction positive direction of the OX, OY, OZ axis. Then it is denoted by the letter I, that is I and M and N. Even some book will refer it as a L, M, N. So here it is given that it is a I, M, and N. I is referred as a cos alpha, M is referred as a cos beta, and N is referred as a cos gamma. Here the angles are what? Alpha, beta, gamma are the three different angles. With respect to angles, why we are not mentioned the general angle theta, in the sense these are the directional angles. So directional angles with respect to OX, OY, OZ, so these are considered as the alpha, beta, and gamma. Okay, Next one. Now, next point is if OP is a directed line segment with the direction cosine, that is L, M, and N. Here we change the letter, that is L. So L, M, and N such that OP is referred to R, then the coordinates of pair are LR, MR, and NR. Why? Because OP is what? It is a positive direction of the all the three sides. So OP, if I treat it as a R, this will be get coefficient of the LR, MR, and NR. Such the second point is sum of the squares of direction of cosines are always in unity. That is L square plus M square plus N square is 1. That already you know this. Next one, third is that is parallel line have the same direction. Why? Because if you consider the Cartesian plane, all the parallel lines are having what? They are in the same direction. Parallel meaning itself is same direction with a particular space between them or a particular distance between them. The direction of the cosines lines are always unique. Unique in the sense they have the chance having the only one as a unit. So because of that, it is treated as a unique. Next one is direction ratios. So let L, M, and N are the cosine of a line and A, B, C are the three numbers. A, B, C you consider as the any three numbers. So you written it as a generally three numbers such that 1 L upon A is equal to M upon B is equal to N upon C. Then the direction of ratios are in a proportion to, that is A to C. They are, if A to C, they should be in a proportion. The numbers with respect to the cosine of a line should be L upon A, M upon B, and N upon C in this order. Next one, the relation between the direction cosine and the direction ratios. What is the relation between them? So relation in the sense, what are the generalization formula or general formula to relate the both the direction cosines and the direction ratios? If the direction ratios of a line are proportional to A, B, and C, the direction cosines are, for example, L is what? It is direction cosine. That is, L is plus or minus L into plus or minus A upon root of A plus A square plus B square plus C square. Next one, it is M plus or minus B upon A root of A square plus B square plus C square. Similarly, N is plus or minus N into plus or minus C upon A square plus B square plus C square. So A L here, L is direction with the A, M is connected to B, N is connected to C. Denominators are same, that is generally root of A square plus B square plus C square. Sum of these three numbers. Next. The vector equation. Next, that is the vector equation of the line L1 and L2. If you consider the two lines L1 and L2, the vector equations of a line L1 and L2 can be written as R1. R1 is what? OX is equal to R. Earlier it is represented as OX is equal to R. OX is what it represents. Sorry, OP, what it represents? OP represents the positive direction of the OX, OY, and OZ. So R1 is A1 plus alpha the A1 plus lambda B1, and next one is R2 is A12 plus mu L2. The angle between these two can be decided as cos theta is equal to mod of B1 into B2 upon B1 mod of B1 into B2. So where lambda are the scalars. Next, which has only direction but no magnitude. Next one. Now, if two lines are perpendicular, that is B1 into B2, that is equal to 0. Perpendicular in the sense vector product should be 0. If two lines are parallel, then B1 is equal to lambda B2. These are the basic condition. I hope already you know this. Cartesian equation. Cartesian equation in the sense with respect to 3 dimension, what are the Cartesian equation will get arise with respect to 3 coordinates. That is, first one, let 2 Cartesian equations of lines L1 and L2 be x minus x1 upon a1 is equal to y minus y1 upon b1 is equal to z minus z1 upon c1, and x minus x2 upon a2, y minus y2 upon b2, z minus z2 upon b3, that is c3. Next, the angle between two lines, that is L1 and L2, is given by cos theta is equal to mod of product of A1 A2, product of B1 B2, and product of C1 C2, sum of these divided by root of A1 square plus B1 square plus C1 square into root of A2 square plus B2 square plus C2 square. This is the cosine of the angle between them. Okay. Next, the angle between the lines in terms of sine. Earlier we studied that what? Cosine. Now we are going to study about the sine. E is given by sine theta is equal to under the root of a1 minus b2, a1 b2 minus a2 b1 the whole square plus b1 c2 minus b2 c1 the whole square plus c1 a2 minus c2 a1 the whole square divided by, again same, it is a1 square plus a2 square plus a1 square plus b1 square plus c1 square under the root into a2 square plus b2 square plus c2 square under the root. So the where a1 a b c are the direction ratios, a1 b1 c1 and a2 b2 c2 are also direction ratios, and L1 and L2 are the lines respectively with respect to A1 B1 C1 and A2 B2 C2. So this about the basic introduction about that is the 3D geometry. Now today we are going to start with first sum, that is first sum of the today's session based on the previous knowledge. First question, if CD a line makes, or if CD if a line makes angle 90 degree, 135 degree, 45 degree, and with the positive of x, y, and z axis respectively, means 90 with respect to x, 135 with respect to y, 45 with respect to z axis respectively, then its direction cosines are what? Try to get the answer, students, based on the previous one. CD, if a line makes 90 degree, 135 degree, 45 degree, and with the positive of x, y, and z axis respectively, the direction cosine are, the name itself indicates that the direction cosine, cos theta, cosine, the direction cosines are what? Vedavati has given the D as the option. First you consider LMN. Okay. So LMN are what? LMN are the direction, that is the direction cosines of x, y, z. L with respect to x, y with respect to m, and z with respect to n. These are the direction cosines of LMN with respect to x, y, z. Now, treat alpha as 90 degree, beta as 135 degree, and gamma as 45 degree. Okay. So, what is L equal to? What is L equal to? L is equal to what? That is cos of alpha, because cosine angle we want. Cos of alpha, cos of 90. What is cos of 90? Cos of 90 is equal to, it is 0. Sin 90 is 1 in the sense cos 90 will be obviously 0. The next, M. M is equal to cos of beta. So cos of beta is 135. So what is cos of 135? Cos of 135 is minus 1 by root 2. Next, N. N is what? That is nothing but cos of gamma. Alpha, beta, gamma. So that is nothing but the cos of 45. What is cos of 45? It is 1 by root 2. So 0, 1 minus 1 upon root 2 and plus 1 upon root 2. These are the three direction cosines. Which answer is right? That is, which answer is correct? It is 0 minus half plus 1 by root 2, 1. Uh, Please make it change. Here it is. It should be minus 1 by root 2. Okay. So option C is the correct one. Due to some printing mistake, it has got happened like that. Yes. Option D is not the correct answer. Please change it. Because cos 90 is what? Cos 90 is 0. So 0 is the first option. With respect to L is what? 0. M is minus 1 by root 2. It is misprintingly, it is half. So make it root 2 minus 1 by root 2. N is 1 by root 2. That is cos of 45. So 0 minus 1 by root 2 and plus 1 by root 2. So option C is the correct one. Yes. Now next question. Yes, next question. The direction cosines of the side AB of the triangle ABC whose vertices are A 3, 5, minus 4, B vertex is minus 1, 1 and 2, and vertex coordinates of vertex C are minus 5, minus 5, minus 2 are what? The direction cosine of ABC are what? The direction cosine of the side AB of triangle ABC. Try to get the answer fast. Again, 10 seconds for you. Direction cosines. Just now we learned the word. Just now we learned about the direction cosines. What is direction cosine? Fast. Find the first. I will give the hint. Find the side ratios of. Find the direction cosine ratios of the sides AB. Try to get the answer fast. It is what? Minus 1, minus 3, comma. Second one is what? 1, minus 5, comma. X2 minus x1, y2 minus y1, z2 minus z1. 2 minus of minus 4. That is 2 plus 4. Try to calculate it fast. It is nothing but what? Minus 4, minus 4, and it is 6. Okay, na? So minus 4, minus 4, that is 6 is the sides, the direction ratios of the side AB. Okay. Now find the mod of AB now. Next step is about mod of AB. Why? Why? Because we want to find direction cosines. Mod of AB. So mod of AB is what? Under the root squares of LMN. Minus 4 the square plus plus into minus 4 the square plus 6 square under the root. Try to get the answer for this. Student, because of the lack of space, I am writing here where I will get the space. Please try to understand. Yes, next one. So what it is? Minus 4 square, it is nothing but 16 plus 16 plus 36. So what is the answer? The answer is going to be root of 68. What is root of 68? Try to simplify this. This is nothing but root 2 root 17. Because 17 fours are 68. So root of 4 is 2. 2 root 17. Okay. So what about the direction ratios now? 2 root 17 in the sense, use it with respect to LMN. Here it is LMN we already got. These are the LMN, nothing but. Yes, try to get the answer. It is nothing but minus 4. I will write here only minus 4 upon 2 root 17, comma, minus 4 upon n 2 root 17, comma, 6 upon 2 root 17. Now try to simplify this. You will get the correct answer. So what is the simplified answer? 2 ones are 2 twos are minus 2 upon root 17. 2 ones are 2 twos are minus 2 upon root 17. 2 ones are 2 threes are 3 upon root 17. Which answer is right? It is option B is the correct answer. Minus 2 upon root 17, minus 2 upon root 17, 3 upon root 17. Option B is the correct one. Yes, Vedavati, Kavya, your answers are right. Next question. Okay, try to solve now. If a line makes an angle of pi by 4 with each of y and z axis, then the angle which it makes with x axis is what? Pi by 2, pi by 3, pi by 4 and pi by 6 are the options. Try to get the answer. If a line makes pi by 4, that is 45 degree with each of y and z axis, then the angle which it makes with the x-axis is what? Pi by 2, option A, pi by 2, option A, pi by 3, option B, pi by 4, option C, pi by 6, option D. Vedavati has given the option A as the answer. So consider the angle is making alpha angle with the x-axis. Okay, alpha angle with x-axis. Alpha angle with the x-axis. Consider let alpha angle with the alpha with the x-axis. Now try to solve now. Cos square alpha plus cos square pi by 4 plus cos square pi by 4. Why? Because LMN which is equal to 1. Which is equal to 1. Now what is cos square alpha? Alpha you treat it as what? Pi by 2. Okay. So try to solve now. Cos square alpha plus what is cos square pi by 4? It is half plus half. Why? Because cos pi by 4 is sorry, it is 45 means 1 it is. It is 1 by root 2. Yes, correct. 1 by root 2. 1 by root 2 the square means it is 1 by 2. So 1 by 2 which is equal to 1. So cos square alpha plus 1 is 1. So cos square alpha is 0. So cos square alpha is 0 for what? 90 degree. So pi by 2 is the answer, option A. Yes, Kushi has given the option A. Vedavati has given the option A. Absolutely, your answers are correct. Aishwarya KM has given the right answer from the YouTube channel. Okay, students, next one. Yes, next question. A line passes through the points 6, -7, -1 and 2, -3, 1. The direction cosines of a line so directed that the angle made by it with a positive direction of x-axis is acute. The main hint here, it is given that it is acute. The positive direction of x-axis is acute. The angle is acute now. So a line passes through these 3 points. First, 6, -7, -1 and 2, -3, 1. The direction cosine of a line so directed that the angle made by it with a positive direction of x-axis is acute. Try to solve now and get the answer fast. Again, 10 seconds for you. Already some students are giving the answer. Kushi is given the option B. Okay, got the answer. Yes, Sharath has given the B. Vedavati has given the B. Let me try to solve this. Okay, let me start. Now, try to understand. It is a direction cosines are given. So you can consider what are the direction cosines here. I will try to write. So L, M, N and or L, M and N are direction cosines. I will write in short DC. L, M, N are what? Direction cosines. Then when it is making acute angle with a positive direction of x-axis in the sense, L must be what? Greater than 0. This is the condition. L must be greater than 0. Otherwise, it is not making a acute angle with the x-axis because cosine should be 0 at the 90. Okay. Now, so when it is passing through these 2 points, set of points, that is 6, -7, -1, and second set of point is 3, -1, 2, -3, 1. When these are passes through these point, then we can say direction ratios are calculated by, I will write direction ratios are dr. Okay, dr. Direction ratios as dr. So direction ratios can be calculated by x1 minus x2 and y1 minus y2, c1 and z1 minus z2, like that. So 6 minus 2, comma, -7 plus 3, -7 plus 3, because minus of -3. Then it is a -1, -1. Now, 6 minus 2 is what? Wait 1 minute, students. Yes. 6 minus 2 is 4, and -7 plus 3 is -4, and -1 minus 1 is -2. So 4 minus 4 minus 2. Simplify this. Dividing throughout by 2, what will you get? 2 minus 2 minus 1. Correct? So direction cosines are given by what? It is nothing but 2 by 3 minus 2 by 3 minus 1 by 3. These are the direction cosine. So 2 by 3 minus 2 by 3 minus 1 by 3, where I am getting option A. 2 by 3 minus 2 by 3 minus 1 by 3. Option A is the correct answer. Sharath, your answer is slightly wrong. Just make it correct now. Kushi, your answer is also slightly wrong. Earlier, your answer was right, but now it is not. B is wrong option. Option A is the correct answer. YouTube students, I'm not getting the answer from your side. Earlier, your answer was right, but this time I have not received any answer from your side. Please try to give the answer fast. Next question. Okay, next question is here. The points 2, 3, 4, comma, -1, -2, 1 and 5, 8, 7 are formed are just means these are the three coordinate points are given. You can consider it as A, you can consider it as B, you can consider it as a C point. So these are the three coordinate points with respect to A, B, C are formed. An isosceles triangle forms an equilateral triangle, forms a collinear, none of the above. These are the four options are given. Means these 3 points forms which type of triangle? First one it is isosceles triangle, second forms equilateral triangle, third option will give collinear, option D, none of this. Collinear in the sense all 3 set of points must be lie on what? A same line, A, B, C. These coordinates must be lie on the same line, then only it is called as collinear. Non-collinear in the sense 3 points must not be lie on the same plane or same line. Plane is correct, but line is not right. So Aishwarya came from the YouTube channel. It is given that C as the answer. Let me try to understand this and try to get the answer. Again, still time is try to solve it fast. Try to find the direction cosine of AB and direction cosine of AC. Will come to know the hint. Direction cosine of AB and direction cosines of AC. What are the direction cosine of AB? DC of AB. DC of AB are what? -1, -2, comma. The next one, -1, -2, comma. Next one is -2, -3, comma. That is next one is 1 -4. These are the direction cosines. So what are the answer? -3, -5 and -3. These are the direction cosines of AB. Okay. Then direction cosine of AC. Direction cosines of AC. Try to find it now quickly. I'll not write full this time. Direction cosine of AC are what? It is nothing but 5 minus that is 5 minus 2, that is nothing but 3, and 8 minus 3, that is 5, and next one 7 minus 4, that is 3. Direction cosine of AB and AC we got now, correct? Try to get the answer fast. Now try to get the direction ratios. How to find the direction ratios? That is direction cosines of AB upon AC. So that is nothing but -3 upon 3 dr. Okay, dr in the sense direction ratios. -3 upon 3. Next one is which is equal to -5 upon 5. Here only you are getting here this upon this upon this, and this upon this. Again, third one is equal to -3 upon 3. Cancelled, cancelled, cancelled. What are the directions? So therefore, the what is direction ratios are proportion, and AB and AC are what? In proportion. So direction AB and AC are in proportion in the sense, obviously AB is equal to AC. So we can say that the lines are ABC are collinear. Why? Because they are lying on the same point. One we are getting. So they are lying on the same line. Option C is the correct answer. Have you all understood this? Yes, Geeta K has given the correct answer. Next question, students. If a line makes angle alpha, beta, gamma with a positive direction of the coordinate axis, then the value of sine square alpha plus sine square beta plus sine square gamma is what? Are the lines makes an angles alpha, beta, gamma with a positive direction of the coordinate axis. The value of sine square alpha plus sine square beta plus sine square gamma is what? Option A is A, option B is 1, option C is 2, option D is -1. Option A has given the answer. Navya has given the option A. Try to solve, students, fast. Sine square alpha, sine square beta, sine square gamma. Use this equation, sine square alpha, sine square beta, sine square gamma. What is sine square alpha? According to the first year basic formula, sine square theta is what? 1 minus cos square theta. So cos square alpha plus 1 minus cos square beta plus 1 minus cos square gamma. Okay. So try to take the common out. So what is the common? 1, 1, 1. So 1 plus 1 plus 1 is how much? It is 3 minus of cos square alpha plus cos square beta plus cos square gamma. Okay. Cos square alpha, cos square beta, cos square gamma. Students, 1 minute. Something is mistaken. Okay. Yes. Cos square alpha, cos square beta, cos square gamma. So 3 minus. Okay. 3 minus cos square alpha, cos square beta, cos square gamma. It is 1. So 3 minus 1 is how much? It is nothing but 2. Option C is the answer. Option C is the correct answer. Next question. If a projection of a line segment on x, y, and z axis are 3, 1, and root 15 respectively, the length of line segment is option A is 5, option B is 4 plus root 15, option C is 5 plus root 2, option D is 6. If the line projection of a line segment on x, y, and z axis are given 3, 1, and root 15, means line projection of the line segment x is 3, y is 1, z is root 15. The length of line segment is how much? Someone V3, just Aishwarya from the YouTube channel has given the answer A as the option A as the correct answer. So earlier we have discussed that LMN are what? Direction cosines of the given line segment. So given line segment, we can consider it as a R. Okay. So when we consider given line segment as R, already we told that OP positive when we are discussing the highlight points, OP consider as a R. So here direction line segment, we can consider it as a R. So projection on X and Y and Z are written as when we consider L, M, and N are direction cosine with respect to line segment R. It is, you can consider it as a line segment. So, when it is projection on that is X, Y, and Z, so what it will become? It becomes LR, MR, and NR. Why? Because the line is projecting on the L, M, and N, means X, Y, and Z axis. So, squaring this. So, L square R square, M square R square, and N square R square. So when it will squaring, we'll come to know that it is L square R square. L is with respect to what? 3. So it is 3 square plus 1 square plus root 15 square. Root 15 square. So when we resolve this, we'll come to know which is equal to, you can consider it as R square. So R square is equal to what? So R square is equal to, it is 9 plus 1 square root and square got cancelled. It is 15. So 10 plus 15, it is 25. So R is equal to what? Root of 25 is 5. R square is 25. R is 5. Okay. So R is 5 in the sense option A is the correct answer. Aishwarya has given already the correct answer. Yes, A, 5, correct. Many students from the Zoom channel is also giving the correct answers. Students, next question. Next question. Okay, it is the conceptual wise question. It is a line AB in a three-dimensional space makes an angles 45 degree, 120 degree with the positive x-axis and the positive y-axis respectively. 45 with respect to positive x-axis and 120 with respect to positive y-axis. If AB makes an acute angle theta with the positive x-axis, then theta is equal to what? It is misprinted. It is not E, it is theta. make it as theta. What is theta is equal to? Option A is 30 degree, option B is 45 degree, option C is 60 degree, option D is 75 degree. Try to solve this. Kavya has given the option C as the answer. Option C as the answer. Navya is also given the C as the option. So use the angle. So alpha, beta, gamma. So what is cos alpha? Cos square alpha is what? Cos square 45. I am not writing in detail. Just in a short I am writing. Cos square beta is what? Alpha is 45. Cos square beta is 120. Cos square gamma is cos square theta. Why? Because it is not given. That is what we need to find, which is equal to 1. So what is cos square 45? Cos 45 is 1 by root 2 means cos square 45 is half. Next, cos square 120. Cos square 120 is, it is nothing but what? It is 1 by root square, 1 by 2. So it is half square is 1 by 4 plus cos square theta. It is unknown angle. Write it as it is, which is equal to 1. So what about cos square theta? Cos square theta is 1 minus half and 1 by 4. It is nothing but 3 by 4 minus. Please make it correct. It is minus. It is minus. Yes. 1 minus 3 by 4. What is 1 minus 3 by 4? It is nothing but 1/4. 1 complete thing minus 3 by 3/4. So it is 1/4. So 1/4 means what? So 1/4 of cos theta is 1/4. So cos theta is, cos square theta is 1/4. Directly you can connect here. Cos square theta is 1/4. So cos theta is what? Cos theta is nothing but half. Cos theta is half for what? Theta is 60 degree. Option C is the correct answer. With 45 degree, cos 45 degree is 1 by root 2. It is wrong. Sin 30 is equal to cos 60. Sin 30 is half in the sense cos 60 is also half. So it is cos of 60 degree. Angle is 60 degree. Okay. Yes, next question. If the direction cosines, that is DC, you can shortly you can call it as DC. If direction cosines of a line are 1 by C, 1 by C and 1 by C, then option A is 0 less than C less than 1. Option B is C is less than 2. C is greater than 2. Option C is equal to plus or minus root 2. Option D is C is equal to plus or minus root 3. The DC of a lines are given. That is 1 by C, 1 by C, 1 by C. So option E is C is greater than 0 less than 1. Try to solve it fast and get the answer. What is direction cosines are given? 1 by C, 1 by C. So square it. 1 by C the square, alpha square, plus 1 by C the square, that is beta square, 1 by C the square, that is gamma square. Okay, try to solve it. First, which is equal to 1. Solve it fast. So what about c square then? C square is equal to what? It is nothing but 3. Therefore, C is equal to plus or minus root 3. So option D is the correct answer. I hope you understood this shortcut method. Means shortcut in the sense directly I solved here. Those who are still not understood, you can write it like this. It is 1 plus 1 plus 1 upon 1 square upon c square. LCM is common, that is c square, which is 1. 3 is equal to c square. Okay, now you come to know. Okay, it is very easy. Option D is the answer. Next question. Question number 17. The perimeter of the triangle with the vertices at 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1 is option A is 3 units, option B is 2 units, option C is 2 root 2 units, option D is 3 into root 2 units. Try to solve fast and get the answer. The perimeter of a triangle. What is perimeter of the triangle? Sum of all sides, correct? Perimeter means perimeter of any geometrical figure is sum of that all boundaries. So here you consider it as A and coordinates of B, coordinate of C, these are. Now use the distance formula because we have to find the distance, na? AB, BC and AC or CA. Try to solve this under the root. EB 0 minus 1 the square plus 1 minus 0 the square plus 0 square. 0 plus 0, 0 minus 0 is 0 square. So what is the answer? 1 square plus 1 square, that is root 2. Similarly, for second one, BC 0, 0, 0 square plus 0 minus 1 square plus 1 minus 0 square. So again it is also root 2. Try to find the AC and get the answer. It is also 1 minus 0 square, that is 1 square plus 0 square plus 0 minus 1 square. So when it gets squared, it is not affecting the minus or plus. So root 2, root 2, root 2. Add it. Add all the three. Root 2 plus root 2 plus root 2. Distance of AB, BC and CA. So solve it fast and get the finish of this answer. What is the answer? It is 3 times the root 2 units. Option D is the correct answer. Bhavana, Navya, many of students has given the correct answer. Next question. YouTube students. Okay. Okay. The angle between any two diagonals of a cube is what? The angle between any two diagonals of a cube is what? Try to solve it fast. The angle between any two diagonals of a cube. Option D, Kavya is right. Option D is the correct answer for this, because when you consider the side as a, so cube has three dimensions, so it is cos inverse, because everywhere you will get what? It is nothing but the 1 by root 3, 1 by root 3, minus 1 by root 3 plus 1 by root 3 into minus 1 by root 3 will get. So root 3 will be cos inverse of 1 by 3. So option D is the correct one. So students, with this, today we'll wind up today's class with this problems. Tomorrow we'll join again at 11:45 with a new one topic. Till that, solve many problems on this and take care. Bye.